3. Hi there, everyone. It is Wednesday, March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day, and we're doing a little Facebook Live update here for you about, obviously, the incoming storms that are moving through already, and I should talk about the winter weather, the potential, the chances. And I'm going to be honest and say right now, the way things are looking, I'm not sure we're going to get a whole lot of snowfall because these temperatures, it's going to take a while for them to cool a little bit, but it's still possible. So we'll talk about those chances in a second. I'm going to give people a few seconds to be able to log into their Facebook page and obviously open up the video, or the Facebook Live, I should say. All right, anyhow, live power Doppler right now behind me showing temperatures that are in the 30s just almost everywhere. We've got 40 for Sedalia, 41 in Clinton, but everywhere else, mainly in the mid to upper 30s. It's 36 in Bethany and Cameron, and that's as cold as we're at right now across our area. And we've got widespread heavy rain that's continuing to slowly shift northward across the area. So let's start and focus in on the southern half of our viewing area where the rain is the heaviest and where there's quite a bit of lightning off to our southeast near Fristow, Cole Camp, just south of Clinton, and even one lightning strike, one lone strike there in Sedalia. So these thunderstorms are gradually making their way northward, but they are certainly producing heavy amounts of rain. I mean, these are pretty decent downpours in Garnett, Butler, and just the southern half in our viewing area. And this is why I'm thinking that the flash flooding risk is going to be the highest impact from this weather tonight. So we're going to continue to watch these slowly track northward. While there's a little bit of light rain out there in parts of the metro, they're mainly scattered sprinkles though. And even to our north, where St. Joseph is above freezing, the radar trying to say that it may be picking up on a little bit of snow. Let me just drag this northward. But I have not seen any proof or actual reports that there's snow actually falling. It's not impossible that we could see that transition start within the next few hours, though. Obviously, the temperature is just far too warm right now, where any of that, if it's snowing up really high in the atmosphere, once that snowflake reaches that temperature of 38 degrees, it's likely melting before it reaches the ground. So mainly rain that we're seeing in northeast Kansas, northwestern Missouri. Severe weather risk, really not expecting any strong to severe thunderstorms through this evening, while the thunder you may be hearing in the southern half of our viewing area may be quite loud. I think the risk is now almost completely done with at this point. You can even see from our Storm Prediction Center map here that shows where that risk is, and it's just barely that corner of Sedalia under that marginal risk down to the south and east, where there's going to be more thunderstorms that produce severe weather expected marching eastward across portions of Alabama heading toward Georgia. And then that entire area of an enhanced and even a moderate risk for severe weather shifts off to the Carolinas and parts of Georgia as we head through tomorrow. So this is a pretty big system impacting a large portion of the country, and we're going to see the rain kind of continue to lift northward. And I would say it would cover maybe about 80% of our viewing area as we head through that time. This is midnight when the winter weather advisory will go in effect. As you look at this latest track on Forecast Track, it doesn't show a whole lot of snow mixing in with the rain, which for those of you who are probably not big fans of snow are excited about. Thankfully, it's not going to be a whole lot of snowfall, but there's still the potential we get some of that much colder air to wrap around that system, maybe dropping the temperature to about 32, 33 degrees just a couple of hours before daybreak. So then we could eventually get some snow showers out there before the entire system shifts to the east and pulls away from us. This is what it looks like at noon tomorrow, what the radar might look like. I think there will be mainly some light lingering showers off to our east. The rest of our viewing area should be drying out, and skies will clear out as well from west to east as we head through your Thursday. So overall, certainly going to be a very soggy end to the night and the soggy start to your Thursday, along with that very small chance we actually get some winter weather our way, maybe even a mixture of sleet and snow and even some rain. And if we do happen to get that full changeover of snow, I think it's going to be a very wet snow and very difficult to accumulate, especially since the surface temperatures are above freezing. If we get any accumulation, it will likely be on elevated surfaces or even grassy surfaces for that matter. Still on the edge of between a dusting, maybe 3 inches in a couple of spots once all said and done. I think the higher totals, I'm not banking on anything higher than 3 inches at this point. And there is going to be a breezy north wind too. So not only is it going to be kind of a soggy day, it's going to be chilly, if not a raw kind of Thursday with temperatures barely making it near 40 degrees in some spots, maybe getting to 42 in Kansas City. And then the north wind will make it feel even colder because with those gusts up near 35 miles per hour, you'll get a wind chill value or feels like temperatures that's roughly in the 20s to begin with and then 30s in the afternoon. So hopefully you didn't put away the heavy coat just yet. I do want to go over, I know this is a little taboo to talk about the models and the names of the models, so we won't go in depth of which individual model we're talking about, but just to give you an idea of why this is so difficult to forecast, especially in the middle of March when our data just doesn't agree with each other. A majority of them are agreeing that we're not going to get any snow at all in Kansas City. Meanwhile, there's a couple outliers that you can see here forecasting between 1 and almost 1.5 to maybe 2.5 inches. And those are more of a short range model that we're looking at. But again, it's not impossible that we see some snowflakes in Kansas City as we head through tonight into tomorrow morning. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'd be happy to answer them for you after the Facebook Live because as I've been talking about all week long, Facebook's changed. I don't even know how to see if you guys are even watching. I could probably use my phone, but nonetheless, I will answer those questions for you after the end or after we complete this Facebook Live. Thanks so much for joining us this Wednesday evening on St. Patrick's Day. It's 8:13 on your Wednesday. We'll be here live at 10 o'clock, so hope you join us.